The biggest problem of the spiritual life is choosing the path. Now, many people get confused about it. They read on the internet, they have a variety of path, a variety of teachers which are offering the path. This is a age of the information. So many people get confused about their path. So the basic question is, how do we choose our spiritual path into our life across? You have to understand that there are two methodologies in choosing the spiritual path. One is, there is a path which is already coming in front of you. You simply take it and walk across the path. The other point is, you take time, you think, you rationalize, and you analyze the kind of path you can take across, and you can practice the sadhana. Sadhana can be divided into two parts. One is the love marriage, the other one is the arranged marriage. The problem is, many people want to choose their path, many people want to choose their way of reaching towards God. Now, this is a problem across. That's why Chuang Tzu says very beautifully, he says, if you see Buddha on the way, kill him. Because the path and the situation and the circumstances suited Buddha, it might not suit you as a person. So don't try to model your life on the ancient principles. Try to be real and try to be in touch with your intuition. Try to be in touch with yourself to come to the understanding what kind of path you can take across. Now, this is a very, very big confusion into people's life. The second problem is, how do we choose the path? One is, look into the religion you are born. If you are born as a Hindu, it's very easy to choose a Hindu sadhana. If you are born as a Buddhist, it's very easy to choose the Buddhist sadhana. If you are born as a Sikh, then it's very easy to choose the Sikh sadhana. So accept your religion, because that will give you a lot of insight about the kind of sadhana which will come to you very easily across. For example, many people are born Hindu or Muslim or Christian without an accident. They must have traveled in that path for a few lifetimes before they have come to the path across. So please understand that whether your religion supports your path across. Of course, there are certain common path, like for example, yoga can be practiced by anyone. I'm talking about Hatha yoga can be practiced by anyone across. It does not require much of understanding, because that will help you to sit longer and grow longer across as a person. So the second point is, you need to understand whether it is your religion which supports the path. Second thing, you want to be experimentative, whether you want to try out new things across. Don't take the book as the guru. Now, many people will try to take the book as the guru, somebody's words as a guru, instead of looking whether that guy has practiced the sadhana, achieved the sadhana, fulfilled the sadhana across. Now, this is the second important thing while choosing a teacher across. Now, many people try to see the video, try to read the books across, and they simply say, I am taking this man as my teacher across. Now, you need to understand, a personal coach is required for a lot of things. Whether it could be a weight loss, whether it could be practicing for the Olympics, a guru is like a personal coach. He will tell you the pitfalls in the journey, the difficulties, the problem, the twists and turns happens in the journey across. All that thing, a guru, a live guru only will guide you across as a person. Now, this is very, very difficult across for people, because these days you don't get live gurus, you get people who love publicity, who talk big, but would not connect with you personally across as a person. So you need to understand a very important thing, that if you are not having a live guru, don't try to test those paths across, where you can get into a lot of difficulty, especially like a path like tantra, usage of alcohol or a kind of narcotic substance across. You need really a guide with the person across, otherwise you can get completely lost in the path. The other one is, are you fascinated with the theory or with the practice across? You need to do everyday prayer at least for 3 to 4 hours initially, to gain the what you call mastery of the path. Many people have a problem because they don't have a discipline, they don't have a focus, or the situation and circumstances. For example, they might be working in the office, they might be working in a variety of things across, and they find it very difficult. Yukteswar Giri and also the great Larry Marcia used to practice in the evening after they have done the work in the morning, because they have certain work which is there in the morning, and then they try to come back in the evening, and in the late night they try to practice across. So many people can do this sadhana in the part time across only. They will find it very difficult to do full time. Also, when you are choosing the path of the sadhana, don't choose business as a path, because that is very, very demanding. You might not have the time, energy, focus to do the sadhana and also carry over your business, because business require a full-time commitment, a full participation across. Now advanced seekers can do or handle their business very, very easily across the person. You have to ask yourself whether you are able to do. So the point is, you need to do the practice every day, which is very, very important. I have seen a lot of people, they take to yoga and then they try to do it every day, which is very good. They try to take to pranayama and then they try to do it. I read the story of Robert Peng, whose guru taught him only few technique but kept his focus very, very clear. The person was able to evolve into a very higher dimension across. So become very, very clear that it is not easy to what you call practice when you have so much of duty, responsibility, and commitment across, and trying to balance this world and the internal world will be very, very difficult. So learn to connect with the like-mindedness people, but with the idea of practice. Don't get lost in theory, because that is a easy way to get lost. The other point is, I find many of the so-called Gurujis do not have knowledge about the scriptures, knowledge about the thing. You need to develop a reading habit in case you are going to do the sadhana. A physical exercise habit and a reading habit is required across, because many a times these people do not quote the original scriptures, or they do not allow talk from that. They always stress about the conduct system of being a good man across, doing good things across as a person, and not hurting another person's feeling, which is a very innish way of doing things across as a person. So you need to understand that if you want to understand about the Bhagavad Gita, try to get the original book and read it. Try to get the original text of spiritual books and read it. You will be able to grow faster and faster into your spiritual life across. But remember, theory is 20%, practice is 80%. Whatever you need to understand about the theory, you will understand it with your practice itself. So this is a very, very important thing across. But otherwise, you can use the external model of people. They have 10 days retreat model, they have 21 days model. Like that, many people try to practice certain kind of a model which can be used by you to develop your spiritual life across. These are not nothing wrong, what provided you stick and be consistent with your practice across. So please understand that a path is something which comes in search of you, which you get attracted or either way across. But most important thing is practice across as a person. The other one is, remember death. When death comes, everything will get wiped away. So you need to develop an understanding that this situation and conditions which are favorable in terms of physical body might not be favorable in the future. So you need to have a perspective about death to develop it. Many people come into spiritual life after the age of 40, after the age of 50, without understanding that the spiritual life comes because of the avastha of the mind. Because you have enjoyed everything, you have had a kind of a backlog into your life, all these things happen to you across a person. I pray God that may all your spiritual life and longing take off across a person. May you really do well and may you find your enlightenment across. So this is a very, very important attitude in your spiritual life which will make a huge difference to people. Thank you.